day. And I ended up home today, but not because of the snow, because I've thrown my back out. My back went out a couple days ago, and not because of the shoveling, just because of a lot of hard work, and when I'm starting to get tired and the seasons change, it gets super cold, um, th that can happen, but it happens so infrequently. Like I think my back went out like over a year ago. But shoveling, yes, shoveling in Vermont, you got to be super careful of, especially when it's heavy snow. But we have not had heavy snow. We have not had that much. So I'm gonna put the camera up in a minute to show you the type of snow we have, and I'm really excited about this video today. I want to share with you um, an article on squirrels. I know, it doesn't sound that exciting, but I'm going to tell you something. When you see those little varmints in action, and especially when they're fighting with the birds, it takes you to a whole new, you're like, what is going on? So let me get some cream in my coffee, and I'm going to show you and then I'm going to flip the camera and show you, you can hopefully see the cardinals out there. So we've got cardinals out there, and they are the brightest, most beautiful red cardinals you ever want to see. So I tried to get them on camera the other day for you, and I feel like they're so sensitive. They do see, like they noticed me moving in the window. Do you think they'd be used to that by now, especially since the whole house is just full of people on different floors, people walking by windows? But they're very sensitive, and so I'm going to share that with you. I hope you're having a safe snow day, and I'm going to show you the snow too. And it is really coming down, so we're going to take a look at that. It's really coming down, so let's see if we can get, yeah, the cardinals are out there. Sorry. Let me first flip this. Hopefully they're not spooked, but you probably do notice that there's a baby cardinal or a male female. I think there's a couple of females on the ground right now. These female cardinals, and yeah, there's one. But let me tell you something. These squirrels that are coming around, we're going to read about them and learn about them. Now, if you look carefully, I don't know if you can see the snow, but it's coming down very finely at a constant rate. These poor little things are so hungry because the squirrel blocks them off during the day. We have a red squirrel. The gray squirrels don't do that kind of thing around here, but the gray squirrels around here are absolutely huge. I could do not. Something just flew in there. What was it? Did you see? There's lots of cardinals out here. I don't know. No, the cardinals are flying away right now. The cardinals get spooked with the camera. So there's a lot of little nuthatches, and there is a cardinal. Yeah, there's cardinals in the tree looking right at us. Right at us. Very bright red like the tree. Oh, he just flew. And what was out here earlier was a absolutely huge raven. Two of them. They're about the size of a little dog. Bigger. They're bigger. They're bigger than a little bit. They're absolutely huge. So, let me get a little closer. Hopefully the birds don't hit. I'm going to flip it back because I want to talk to you about, we're going to go check out this article. And I mean, it's a really good, it is. It's going to show us a picture of the different squirrels and talk to us about the squirrels. Because, listen, we have got to figure out something. Now, this is my other little window. Hang on. That has plastic up on it. But the blue jays, you know, I'll flip it for a minute. The blue jays are loving this window. The blue jays and the nuthatches. I didn't put the curtains back up because I'm in love with the little scene. In my there's my little birdhouse out there, and I don't know if you can see it. It's right there in the middle window. At the top middle window, it's blue. But the birds seem to navigate better on the ground. Some of them, at least before the squirrel came, they were all going to the fly-through feeder and taking turns. The squirrels came and the little chipmunks took off and the birds got skittish. So, okay, so this is what we'll do. Oh, sorry, let me just get the this, sorry. You know, okay, so here we go. Let me get the article up. And once I have it, then I can flip it again. And so I hope everyone's doing well. I hope you're having a safe post-Thanksgiving and pre-Christmas, you know, week and a month. Actually, we're getting into Christmas, holiday and Hanukkah season, and I'll tell you what, now this is looking like a real Vermont winter to me so far this year. Okay, so this is by Birds and Blooms. Okay, and I'm going to flip it. Okay, and so there's 5 types of squirrels, and this tells us how to tell them apart. This was written by Rachel. I think it's Maidl, so I would say Madel. Is that right? Maidel. And it was updated on November 7th, 2022. So this goes back a few years. So this types of squirrels you should know. So this one, you may have a concrete idea. I'll just read it as I go along here. You may have a concrete idea of what a squirrel is and looks like, but there are many distinct types, and there's over 65 species that live in North America. And the most common of these squirrels are tree squirrels or ground squirrels and flying squirrels. So here's what sets them apart. Now I can tell you right off the bat, the red squirrel is set apart with aggressiveness. Let's see if she says it. So what type of squirrels visit bird feeders? So you see the squirrel right there? We have one, it's super big like that. I mean, he's absolutely huge. Let's see. So during the day, the most common of squirrels you'll see at a feeder is a tree squirrel. And so gray squirrels, fox squirrels, and red squirrels are all type of tree squirrels. While these encounters may produce some funny squirrel pictures, you may want to keep them away from the feeders to save the bird seed. And she gives us 3 methods. Put up physical barriers, so bird feeder squirrel baffles or squirrel-proof bird feeders may be effective and usually work best in combination. So they sell these at the store, you can get them. Offer different bird seed. Now the only reason I didn't get anything like that is because the gray squirrel really was not an issue. And it really isn't an issue because it only comes to the feeder when it's smack out of food. And I mean, seriously, it doesn't come to the feeder like every single day. It will come to the feeder like once a week, once every other week. But the red squirrel that has moved in the territory is a problem. So it says offer different bird seeds. Some bird watchers say that squirrels do not eat safflower seeds, but birds like cardinals and some woodpeckers do. The cardinals, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, are not crazy about safflower. They're not, because I bought 2 or 3 bags and I've tested them out there, and they just have not. The cardinals, they want their sunflower seed. I'm just going to tell you right now. And they just want that. I don't know why. But build a squirrel feeder. If you can't feed them, feed them. Feeding squirrels will allow them to coexist with the birds. Now that's kind of was our idea here. But the red squirrel has gotten just so aggressive. So let's see what they say. So here's your gray squirrel, your typical gray squirrel. And its traits are gray backs and lighter undersides. And the eastern gray has brownish accents on its face, feet, and tail. But the others are almost entirely gray. So the habitat, gray squirrels are especially acrobatic and can be seen anywhere from the ground to the treetops. Yeah, they are. They're upside down, and yeah. So fox squirrels. I don't think this is what we have. I'm trying to figure out what we have back here. I don't think that's what we have, but let's see what it says about a fox squirrel. I haven't heard of a fox squirrel. So, oh, she doesn't say anything. Species, Eastern and Mexican fox squirrel. Traits, some of the largest tree squirrels. These species weigh, oh, maybe that's what we do have back here then, because these are absolutely huge. They weigh nearly 2 pounds. These guys look way more than that, but their coats vary from region to region. Most have foxy orange trim, and their sides and tails. So this is what, whoops, this is again what it looks like, the fox squirrel. And the habitat is on the ground, and they're agile as the gray squirrels. So these are reddish squirrels. This is what we have right here. Right here. Very small, a reddish squirrel. I don't know why they don't just say red. Red and Douglas squirrel. Yeah. Okay. So the traits. They may be small. Yes, what we have out there chasing the birds is small. But they're most active, noisy, and colorful group of the tree squirrels. Both species have large patches of red, although the Douglas has a darker gray-brown back in the winter. And the habitat, look for them in forests and coniferous trees. We're going to look up more on the red squirrel in a minute. Flying squirrel, thank God we don't have that. We don't have that. But that's a flying squirrel. And that is southern and northern flying squirrel. So their large eyes help them to see in the dark, and their extra skin allows them to hang, glide from tree to tree. They're the cutest of squirrels, inspiring many gifts for squirrel lovers. Despite being common, flying squirrels are not seen as often as the tree squirrels because they're only active at night. They tuck themselves in little holes in the trees. Oh, that's so cute. And they sleep during the day. Interesting. Ground squirrel. That looks like a chipmunk to me. They're calling it a ground squirrel. Hang on. California, Wyoming, Belding's ground squirrel. Okay. Generally more dense or chunkier than the tree squirrels. Some species' tails are much shorter as well. habitat. When threatened, these squirrels scurry to the burrows of the tree they're in a pinch, and they tend to live in small colonies. So they look very much like chipmunks. So that's what the article, I thought they might give us a little more. So let me see if I can find out something a bit more on the red squirrel. Because this one is aggressive towards birds. So let's see what's going on. Yes, red squirrels can be aggressive towards birds, often chasing them away from the food sources and even preying on their eggs and young. I didn't know that. Their territorial and aggressive nature is well documented, and this behavior extends to other species, including birds, as they defend their caches of food. Defending food. So red squirrels are fiercely territorial. Okay, so that is what I'm seeing, especially around their food, but they're stealing food and will often chase birds away from the feeders. Okay. Nest predation. Okay, so they go into the birds' nests. That's not good. Aggressive behavior. I have heard this. Red squirrels are described as small but very aggressive and territorial. They can be surprisingly dominant and chase away larger animals, including squirrels and some birds. Okay, so that's what's going on. Let's see how to get rid of, if there's any way to get rid of a red squirrel. Oops, sorry about that. Oh, they're showing traps. I wasn't thinking that. Deterrence and removal methods. Okay. Oh, so they're showing a trap, and then you would relocate them. Repellents. You know, I've heard this. Okay, peppermint oil, and it does not hurt the animal at all, but it also gets rid of rodents. People, cayenne, is that how you say it? Cayenne pepper, and other strong smelling scents like garlic to areas you want to protect. So the peppermint oil does not bother the birds, I'm pretty sure. Let's just double check. Oh, it can bother the birds. Oh, often used as a bird repellent. Okay, well, that's not something we want. Use live, so removing them, use live traps, relocate them. So what I would do, this is what I would do. I have to give this some thought. A couple things are going on. We could put a nest, an owl nest out there, and let nature take its course. But there is a red-tailed hawk already in the neighborhood. Now, I've seen this repeatedly, and you probably have too if you have wildlife outside your window. And we saw this with the little chipmunks. You know, sometimes they'll disappear. At the last place I was at over 10 years, I saw things like that. What I saw disappear, which really broke my heart, were the rabbits. But they disappeared primarily because of construction of new territory, like where they were living and hiding from the hawks. And then the hawks kind of came in, and the rabbits were gone, you know. So with the chipmunks, but you'll see that too. You'll see new families move in and out and this and that. So this red squirrel, probably nature will take its course with the red-tailed hawk flying over, because this is the thing. We could catch it and relocate it. The chances of another one moving in are pretty high. I mean, we're out here in the woods, okay? So putting in an owl's nest nearby is a great idea, because they do, and they'll go after also little, the mice and kind of some unwanted stuff the owls will go after. So anyway, but those are the main squirrels that you're going to see. I have not seen any issues with a gray squirrel or a ground squirrel or even a fox squirrel, but the red squirrel, yes, that's what we're having issues with right now. They are causing havoc in these poor little birds' neighborhood. So the other thing I'm going to do is get some caged cakes. So I had a bunch of caged cakes and kind of they're gone now. So I'm going to get more of those for the birds and strategically hang them so maybe the squirrel can't get to it so easily. So I just wanted to share with you today the amount, the snow we're getting. It's not a great amount of snow. It's really not. And it's just like a little bit, and you can just see that. We'll just put this back. You can see the little winter wonderland out here. The birds took off for the moment, but they were in the little bird feeder and on the ground. But no, it is coming down. You just can't see it through the plastic. It's coming down lightly and steadily here, up here in Derby line on the border of Canada. It's coming down steadily, kind of icy. I guess it's, I mean, it's cold. It is cold out there. So I've got to imagine, I am not going out there right now, but I did want to take a little walk at some point with you out there. But the thing is, when it's super cold like this, I kind of get the chills very quickly out there. So anyway, I just wanted to share with you the squirrels that are out there, and we're going to go over some other articles. There's some great articles out there on different plants, so I may jump back on here later today and go over those with you. Now, if you're interested in making your own wreath, just for those of you who are interested in your arts and crafts, kind of Vermont vibing, definitely, but I do other vibes, other designs. But check out my other channel, Echo Art with Carmela T. Now, I did put a video up over there, kind of giving kind of a little heart to heart on Thanksgiving, sharing a little bit on my latest book on spoken word art, on The Bridge of Life. So that's one of the videos over there. But the other 750, whatever, I have so many videos over there. They're all on art. Okay, so check it out. Echo Art, earth-friendly art. And so we can help take care of our beautiful little animals, wildlife, and birds. So with that, you have an absolutely beautiful day. I hope that if you have a squirrel out there, share with us if you found a way to get rid of it and what you're doing, and just let us know, and I'll share with everyone. Have a beautiful day.